You ever had one of those days when you sit down to draw and nothing is working? Your lines are off, your proportions look weird, and it gets to the point you're actually even questioning your whole art journey. Yep, I've been there, and so has every other artist that I know. But here's the truth. Bad art days do not mean that you are a bad artist. In today's video, we're going to dive into why these frustrating days happen and also, more importantly, what you can do to break through them. So whether it's just a mindset shift, a change in your process, or when to just simply step back, we'll cover it all. Today's course is taken from my new charcoal portrait drawing course called Emma, and it's available on Patreon, and you'll find a link to get there at the end of this video. So let's take a deep breath and let's get right into it. Okay, after the lay-in, I took a break from this drawing and now I'm coming at it with a fresh set of eyes. And this is actually really important because, when you're staring at something for so long, you really do lose perspective and you can't see things anymore. And one of the phenomena that happen when you do have your nose in your work is that you have a tendency to grow your shapes. It's literally a question of the making a mountain out of a molehill. Our perceptions shift. We're so engaged in some small thing that it then grows in importance in our mind. And what happens when you're drawing is that not only does it grow in importance in our mind and our perceptions, it actually grows on the page. So this is why it's very important to constantly make a mark, step back. Get in there, do something very intricate that requires a lot of focus, and then you have to step back in order to gain perspective on the whole, literally. So taking breaks from your work is actually really important. So whether it's the end of the day or you've just managed to put a few hours and you're coming back fresh after a break or something, it's important to then walk in, and the first thing you need to do is assess your work. And I do that all the time. I'm always coming in with fresh eyes the next morning or just after I've taking a break, and the first thing I do is I scan everything to see how it's holding up with a fresh set of eyes. And so I'm doing this right now and I can see there's a few little things. And what am I going to do? The first thing I'm going to go and do is fix whatever little problems I can see right away. First thing. So the first thing I can see here is that I think the nose is still a little too low. So I think I have to nudge it up a little bit. And her mouth might also be a tiny bit too big. So I'm going to get in there and fix those. I'm going to also talk about another little thing here. It's about when you're struggling with your drawings. We all have good days, bad days. We all are distracted. We get tired. We're not feeling well. Life just happens. And that's one of these days for me. I didn't have a great sleep last night. I'm tired. My mind is not really alert at the moment. I want to get in here and work. So I have found over the years that when I'm dealing with distracting elements, and so what do I do in those situations? And it's really, really helped me. I have found that when I get into that state of mind where I'm not feeling on my best game, I reduce what I am trying to focus on to a simpler element, and what I call is the one thing. Focus on one thing. That's it. I'm not even going to try and do this whole drawing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one thing that needs to happen next, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and I'm going to put all of my focus on that, and then I'll make the next stage. If it carries me through to several hours of work, great. If it means I can only get an hour in, that's fine. At least I made progress, but that's how I've learned how to deal with that kind of situation. So what I'm going to do today, given that I'm tired, I am going to work to clean up the details in terms of these micromanaging, these little bits and pieces that I feel are off. I feel the nose needs to come up a bit. This has to be reshaped tiny bit. I want to make sure that eye is just perfect. And the other mindset that I have with that is that it's not just focus on the one thing, but focus on the one thing and do your best to make it perfect. That way it becomes a very meditative experience where you sort of really get in the flow and in the zone of these things. And I have found that it actually really, really helps. So I'm going to focus on these features and I'm going to work to clean them up so that I'm happy with the proportions and that I'm happier with the likeness before I move in to my finishing details. But I'm going to start with my B pencil again because I'm going to make light little marks. I'm going to be using my kneaded eraser, a little mono eraser as well. So the first thing that's bugging me is that nose. It looks to me like it needs to come up. And it looks to me like this little area right in the middle of the two nostrils needs to be a little bit thinner and the whole thing needs to come up. So I'm going to just nudge everything up.
So I'm really using that nudging technique, just being very, very careful, very light little marks, using a very sharp pencil so I can be very precise, and then just making small little alterations until I nudge that shape into the way that I want it. Everything is built up in layers carefully, and I'm able to just move very lightly with soft, delicate marks that can still be manipulated, changed, or erased at this stage. And my pencil is so light on this surface. It's just barely touching. So remember, bad drawing days are just part of being a growing artist. What matters most is how you respond. So the next time your pencil refuses to cooperate, try one of these tips and also be kind to yourself in the process. Personally, I found that either going to a course locally, getting out of the house, surrounding yourself with people, or also taking an online course, giving yourself a fresh perspective, has helped me a lot. Also be aware that we grow and we change. What worked 2 years ago may not be what's important right now. Also, if you're moving into a specific body of work, there may be a particular skill set you're weak in that you need to actually focus on to overcome in order to get back to that place of feeling very fluid and confident again. I always go back to my default setting, which is always focus on the one thing. If I need to up my game in something, I will just focus on it and make sure that I, delve deeply into it and get to the point where it's feeling comfortable. And there is a point where it is uncomfortable, but eventually you'll get past that. And a lot of it is your attitude. If you think you can or can't, you're absolutely right. So just go in there with a mission to make it work, and eventually you'll get there. So if you like this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comments below. What is your go-to method when you're stuck? So thanks very much for watching. Keep drawing, keep learning, and keep showing up. And we'll see you in the next video.